So did get a question a few weeks ago regarding this, the height adjustment system on the Titan. Now, as you can see, our one's got some stuff in the way. We've actually taken the Titan spray thing, whatever, stem, and welded ours on. So it's kind of just next to it. But what you can do with this, it's great design, is you can loosen this bit off right here. And then all you do is move this thing up and down. It's a little bit fiddly, but as you can see, it does work, and you can raise it and lower to get it kind of in the right position, and then when you're ready, tighten it back up. Now, in all honesty, it isn't a bad design at all. The issue I have is that this thing wobbles like crazy inside here, and when you're installing it, the whole thing is wobbly like that. So if you go over a bump, your lines move. Now, my concern with that, of course, is you just get a wobble in the line. It doesn't look right. But this, in theory, is a great idea. It's just not quite perfected. I think it needs some other sort of clamp system to hold it in place and just stop that wobbliness, because it doesn't quite work for me. But great idea in theory. I've got another one that I can show you, which has also got the wheel adjusting, whatever they want to call it, like a floating wheel system. And basically it sits on the stem here, and it allows the gun to move up and down on a damper so that your lines stay consistent over bumps. Doesn't really work in practice because this thing wobbles, as you can see already. So adding a wheel with the damper doesn't really change anything because it will move regardless. And that's really my main gripe with the design. It's just a little bit poor quality. The other thing I wanted to highlight on here is, I mean, obviously you can see the filter. This thing here isn't supposed to be, it's supposed to be at this angle, but of course these things bend because they're cheap monkey metal from Titan. And, you can bend it back up like that, but it's such cheap, nasty metal. The other things I find as well, everything goes rusty. So although these pumps get an awful lot of praise, the reality is, look at it, you just don't get that on a Graco system. This thing is just cheap and nasty, and it just rusts. Everything is. Look, everything rusts, everything falls apart on them, and they're just, in my opinion, substandard, subpar, whatever you want to call it. Just, yeah, they are not quite there, unfortunately. Look at this thing wobble like crazy. You know, that's the filter. I'm not exactly abusing this thing, but terrible, isn't it? So if you're considering Titan and you're thinking, wow, that's a really cool idea, I love the way that they can raise and lower the gun arms. In theory, it is a great idea, but in practice, just doesn't cut it, does it? Anyway, that's it from me. I'll see you guys in the next one.